Hey guys, do you want to see a movie about ninja assassin, and aerobics?
pretty much. Yeah, it's all right.
If you do, then Ninja 3, The Domination is the movie for you.
Awesome.
And I'll get this. The plot summary for Ninja 3, The Domination, not like the official one, but a summary that.
Oh, that was not what I expected. You mean you had the same reaction?
Yes.
Seems very red from here.
Yeah. It's a white stuff. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'll explain it.
So like IMDb has their own like official like plot summary, but then someone else wrote their own plot summary that I like a lot better.
Right.
And quite frankly, I think will get us a lot more views.
Yeah.
The body of a sexy aerobics instructor is invaded by the evil spirit of a dying ninja.
Yeah. Like,
Listen, bro. Oh my God, what is going on?
man,
It's okay. We'll put this copy on eBay.
Patreon.
But yeah, sure.
I like it. Yeah. Patreon. Money for us.
Wait, hey, that's a pretty good job, guys.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Blood of Christ.
You should tend bars.
Ninja stars.
Yes. We are talking about Ninja 3, The Domination. I almost wanted to say Damnation. The Domination from 1984 on this episode of Loose Cannon. My name is Brian Lee. To my left.
Brand.
Nice, you got it that time. It's really.
I was just thinking, you're on the left.
left.
This episode, we are drinking from Illuminated Brew Works, which I don't think we've drank anything from them.
that sounds familiar.
The Nick Uncaged or Loose Cannon podcast. Rainbow Berry Pie. And there is a picture of a Rambo-esque figure on the bottle. I am very excited about this.
Rambo. Little big.
Yeah.
I know I'll enjoy it. But.
Yeah. So I bought it for the artwork, as a lot of people do. But then I found out it's a white stout, which I'm a fan of.
I don't know if I've had.
I don't think I've had a white stout.
Get ready. You ain't seen nothing yet. Baby. White stout with raspberry, blackberry, boysenberry, cinnamon, and vanilla.
All our good names.
Raspberry. Yeah, 1 pint, 8% alcohol by volume. It's hell out there. Good citizens, up is down, black is white. What the world needs now is a hero for our times. What this world needs is a rainbow berry pie. Fortified with enough blackberries, boysenberries, and raspberry. To keep your mouth shut with pleasure, we've added robust cinnamon and Madagascar vanilla to give you that full-bodied pie experience you've come to expect from the freedom fighters here at IBW.
Charlton Heston?
Gordon Street. I once knew a girl on Gordon Street.
Oh, look at you.
Wayne's World 2. I'm excited. Blood of Christ.
Yeah.
Praise be with you. Blood of Christ. Peace be with you.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Yay, God.
Look at mine now.
Oh, you know what? Let's go straight into it. V8.
Oh, God.
I just saw that drip down the paper. I was like, yep.
I don't have beer, but I have V8.
No, but it's but on top of that,
I know exactly. Yes.
For a split second, I thought she had like one of those like smoker.
I almost barfed.
Oh, God.
I just took a quick second.
Let's turn up the sexy.
Yeah, I almost barfed.
Oh, God.
It was so gross. It was so gross.
Like, I knew it was going to be nasty, but then when you see like the red V8.
Yes. Yeah.
So here, just for some context.
Yeah, so for people who have not seen this movie.
So the main girl character and then the cop boyfriend, when they're getting down to sexy time, she's like straddled like on him, like on top of the couch, and then she like grabs the V8 can like out of his hand.
Which for the younger audience, V8 is just tomato juice.
Tomato juice, right?
Like, it's not even like the stuff from nowadays where it's like it's
sweetened.
Right. No,
it's like tomato juice, and she puts it and just starts pouring it down her chest.
Yeah.
It was the most.
But what made it even worse is he's just like, okay. And he just started going to town on her with, oh, God.
I taste the cinnamon.
Yeah. And a little bit of trivia. Oh, yeah. Good to have cinnamon aftertaste. For the film's seduction scene, that's my quotes I'm putting in there. She spilled the tomato juice all over her chest, and it was actually a lot messier than what ended up on screen.
Looks like a shotgun blast.
Yeah, God.
She wanted the audience to see it in its raw form, but the director wanted it a little cleaner.
Oh my God. Brand, do you recommend Ninja 3?
Yeah. Okay. I do.
Good.
I do.
Brian, do you recommend Ninja 3? The Domination?
Here's the thing. I do, but I really feel like it dropped off in the later half of it.
I would agree with that.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because for the first half,
yeah.
I paused it from laughter
Yeah.
multiple times.
It was so over the top. It was just so the beginning. So I haven't seen Ninja or Ninja 2. So I don't know, like, if the beginning means like a dude goes into a cave in the middle of a field.
So here's the thing. The Canon Group, they made 3 Ninja movies: Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja, and Ninja 3: The Domination. None of them are related in terms of story.
Oh.
So you're not missing anything.
Okay, because like he walks into a cave that's like could be in like Wyoming, who knows?
Right.
And he sees a big rock and just pushes a lid off of a rock.
He's a
and
ninja,
it's
dude.
Like lit
and it's
underneath.
lit
Yeah,
underneath,
like
and there's all this
plexiglass.
like throwing stars.
Yeah.
And he pulls out a sword and he's just like,
Yeah.
it's a sword.
Yeah, because usually when I watch the movies, I'll have like, earphones in like on the laptop just so I can like be at a table and write down stuff
Yeah.
down. And there were a couple times where it's just like I took off my earbuds or earphones
Yeah.
and I just like I lost it.
That beginning is so crazy.
Right when he slid the rock, I started dying. I'm like, what? Like, what is happening? This is the beginning of the movie. It's like the first 3 minutes, and you already have ridiculousness.
It starts off with some crazy Asian font for the credits.
Yes. Oh, it's like that. Like,
but it's not even like I don't know. It's like cartoonish Asian, like Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah. But remember the old like
Looney Tunes,
remember the
like-
old like Asian restaurants?
Yes.
Back in the 80s?
Yes.
When they used to have that font. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. Written by James R. Silk. I just thought that was a great name.
I thought we were
No. Well, because I'm like, who in the hell writes this?
James
I'm
R.
like,
Silk.
I had to write his name down just because of. You have to watch it just because I don't know how you can think of writing a story like this. Like I would never in a million years have come up with this story.
And first, like, like he's like in this cave and it's like, ancient, like you don't know what year it is. And all of a sudden he's at a golf course. And
Right.
I'm like, how's this going to work?
In broad daylight.
Yes. And so there's this like, white CEO type looking guy, but he's a scientist, I guess. You find out.
I thought he was like a president.
Yeah,
or
me
something
too.
like that.
So it's him with his like floozy, girlfriend, and then
Wow.
well, that's how they portrayed her, right? Isn't how they portrayed her?
She was just a lady.
Oh, I thought they portrayed her as like, oh, hey, how you doing, man? Like that's what I thought.
Floozy.
Yeah, and then a couple bodyguards.
Yeah.
No, there's a good.
Oh yeah, no. At the beginning there were a good
There's like,
amount. Yeah.
I
I think like maybe 2 in his, and then a couple in the
right.
cart. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, they go. He's golfing, and then you just see this guy. He's just kind of running in this green like ninja suit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no one sees him.
Right.
Yeah. Broad daylight.
It's like a light gray ninja outfit with his awesome
golf
mask,
course.
with his mascara.
Dude, every Asian person in this movie had mascara on.
Yes. Including the girl when she when she was embodied.
And even that. Okay, no, we'll get to him later.
Really quick though. Did anyone else notice when she was like embodied by the Asian spirit that she would squint her eyes?
Yes.
And I'm like, that's super fucked up. And she's like, oh. I'm like, I will get you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. So this ninja, he's like going through like these just brushes, and it's not even like a big tree line or
It's like when you go golfing and there's those few trees in the middle of the course.
And he's like, and he's like, ooh.
Yeah. And so the guy hits the ball.
Right.
He slices it. And so he's looking for it. The bodyguard's looking for it.
Yeah.
And then, so the bodyguard sees it, and all of a sudden the ninja's hand picks up the golf ball, takes it, he crushes it in his hand. And
which he loves to do in this movie.
yes. And the bodyguard's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, the bodyguard says nothing about the fact that there's a ninja on the golf course. It's the fact that the ninja crushed a ball.
Exactly.
So the guy's like, oh, now you're
you should have known that ball.
And they clearly like hollowed it out. It's like,
you can tell it's gonna
like, I mean, like a real gulpo would like turn into like powder or something like that.
Yes.
So then like the ninja like starts kicking all their asses,
destroying everybody.
My favorite though is the guy comes with a gun and he's like, hey, and he blows this dart.
The ninja, grabs a blowgun, blows a dart
right
into the revolver.
Right into the barrel.
nozzle. Yeah. Oh my god.
And it's so it's like,
Yeah.
Shoots the gun. Of course. Oh,
Right.
It was amazing.
So and the fucking ninja kills everybody in this whole group.
Yeah.
So then they call the police to the golf course. They're like, no, hold 10. There's a been a murder.
How many police officers are in this department?
Holy shit.
He must have killed 40 people before when he went down.
Right.
Yeah, they shot him so many times.
It's basically like Sonny's murder scene in The Godfather.
Yeah.
Like they just lit him up.
Well, like they like shot him a bunch, and then he just came back to life, and he killed like 3 more people.
Yeah,
but like all the cops couldn't do a thing to him. Like he's killing all these people.
There's a couple of real significant things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
He punches through a roof. Like his bare hand punches through the top of a car, of a cop car.
Yes.
He's on top of a helicopter. He's hanging on a helicopter. Launches a ninja star with his foot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Through the helicopter pilot's head. Like went right through his you saw it sticking out of his skull.
Yeah. Yes.
And he took care of the other guy, and then the helicopter ended up crashing, which I really they didn't show up, but man, it was cool seeing it go, and then it just crashed behind a hill.
Some of the stunt work surprisingly good for a low budget movie.
Yeah.
I will say also for it being low budget, some of the CG was actually I kind of liked it.
It was. Yeah, it was a nice like 80s CG kind of movie. It wasn't bad.
Like when she's in her bedroom and like and all like the strobe stuff is happening. And
the sword floating. Like
not that. So
that was. I loved it.
I liked it too, but it wasn't good.
Oh, it was so great.
The ninja's getting fucking blasted.
Yep.
And then like she's like, oh, and they're like, we got him. He's like, oh,
it comes
and he's
back.
alive. And then they fucking kill him again.
Yeah.
No, they didn't because he ends up getting away.
Yeah.
And then you meet what's her deal?
Oh, right.
Yeah, Miss No Bra.
Oh, wait.
And she's like
Christie.
Christie. Yeah, Christie.
So
Christie.
you see, and there's some like 80s music, just like she's like I don't think I just thought it was playing. I didn't realize it was on her, her boombox.
Oh yeah.
And so she works for the telephone company.
Yes.
So
she's a lineman.
She's a lineman, exactly. So all you see, she's got the
Wichita lineman, right? Isn't that what that song's about?
I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road.
Sure.
Bone people?
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she has the boots with the spikes.
Yes.
So she's climbing it with that
a
rope
ninja.
around. Yeah. And she gets up there, and then she sees the ninja in the grass, like stumbling around,
bloody.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So she comes down, she turns off her music, and she goes in there. And she's like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need help? Blah blah whatever." And he's just like, "Oh!" And he grabs her and he tackles her, and there's a big like
Tussle,
and then she ends up getting away. But then he's like, "Oh no!" Like he does something. He's like shows the sword,
saying stuff in
Yeah.
Japanese.
And she's like, "Oh, you need my help." I guess. And so she goes over to him, and then he's like starts chanting something and staring into her eyes.
Yeah.
And then it was just really weird for like 10 seconds.
Yes.
And then he dies.
Yeah, and then it flash forwards to
Oh, when does the guy say damn?
Damn.
Remember the African American officer?
with the cigar.
Oh, I think that's when they're lighting him up.
Yeah.
Okay, good. He's just like, damn.
Yeah.
Farouk. I
Yes.
just saw the
Yes.
Farouk or WWE. I was just like, even if this movie was horrible, I would just say yes, watch it because of that 3-second line of this guy saying damn. It killed me.
Yeah, and the ninja gives her the sword,
Yes.
which the sword looks really cheap for some reason.
It does.
But then it flash forwards to her at the police station trying to. She's like, "Oh yeah, I found him.
Well, yeah, because that lieutenant's grilling her, the
Right.
detective,
Right.
Yeah.
and she's like, "Listen, I just saw him." And then the other cops come, like, "Give her a break."
Yeah,
And then that one
officer
meatball,
C-cord.
yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, I like you. You're tough."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's
he's
like, "I don't want no piece of you. I don't need a man."
Yes, and he's like, "Oh, you want a soft drink?" And she's like, "No."
Yeah.
Coffee? No.
Yeah. She says.
Coffee's
She says, "I don't use soft drinks."
Yes. Yes.
And then the line
that
that
mean?
coffee's not good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't know.
And then
what
he
you're
has a
talking
pocket
about.
full of candy for some reason.
Yeah, and he dropped a bunch of it on the ground. I mean, that's awesome because I wish. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And then it cuts to to Christie and her roommate's apartment where she's
So 80s.
so 80s. They're in these awesome like jazzercise outfits.
They've got an arcade. They have a
Yes.
payphone in
Yes.
the home.
They focused on their crotch and
A bit.
boobs so much during this time, and because you can tell it's an 80s movie because that's but
Probably
when did they do sand in the eyes?
that's
Was that during
when
the
is
golf
the
course
sand?
too?
That I
when was
remember.
the sand
That
in
was
the eyes?
awesome because he just like picks up sand, he's like,
Right,
bah!
right. Pocket sand. Mr. Fuji.
Yes. Dude, side note.
I used to go ahead.
So I wasn't there, but a few of my friends went to Vegas, and they got. Of course, you go to Vegas, you have to get drunk, gamble, whatever. So they got super drunk, and you can smoke in Vegas. It's
Right.
fine. So they were wasted. My one friend took sand out of the ashtray, picked it up, and threw it in my friend's face. It was sand in the eyes, and then just ran away.
So when I was
My story.
when I was younger, I used to take chalk and I used to file it down into like an old film canister, and then I would throw it at people and yell "Fuji dust."
It's so much better than my story. I'm so glad I said mine first. 'Cause I don't need to say mine.
Maybe the most ridiculous and 80s scene of this whole movie is when they go to when they show the gym.
Yep.
Yes.
And all the girls, they're like all the women, they're doing their like aerobics class,
Yep.
and then all the super sweaty guys are just like,
yeah.
yeah, and they're like, just dude, it's like they're all like just grunting.
The hearts come out of the eyes.
Oh, dude, oh my god, yeah, that whole gym sequence is just so over the top. But then all of a sudden, like
You see,
the cop participating like in the aerobics class, and like he's like, "Oh, I'm struggling,"
he was a beast.
who? The
The cop, not muscle beast.
Not in the class.
No, he was a beast as in body hair beast.
Oh yes.
Oh my
He
god,
was like
So hairy.
Robin Williams style body
Oh,
hair.
dude.
It was
Like, I'm a
nuts.
hairy guy. That guy's fucking hairy,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
He took his shirt off. He had another shirt on. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Look like George Animal Steel.
Yes.
Wrestling references.
Which my buddy wrestled with George Animal Steel.
Oh,
Like, no, because like he was learning, he was coming up,
Right.
and George, he's their veteran, like teaching him,
Yeah,
but
right.
traveling. He said he learned a bunch of them, but I guess like
this is how you eat the turnbuckle.
well, he was like genius level. Like he played dumb when he wrestled,
Right.
but I guess he was a super smart guy. I don't know.
Probably one of my favorite scenes. Yeah, probably one of my favorite scenes in this movie. So they leave the class, and the girl walks outside, and all of a sudden she sees like the guys picking on this
Yeah.
one girl.
Yep.
Yes.
And then and no one else is
No
doing
one.
anything.
Nope.
And she's like, hey, leave her alone. And so like the one girl scrams away and like, girl, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
So then like they shove her in the corner and they're like, and they take her bag and stuff like that.
We're bullies.
And then all of a sudden, she gets backed up against this wall. And there's like a railing there. So she like hikes herself up and then she like does like this double karate kick. And both the guys like, whoa. And then she like does this other maneuver. And then very slowly, she like struggles to lift herself up and like flips over. That was the first time that I lost it.
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
And then after she does that, everyone's like, well, first I started laughing and then I played it and everyone's like, yeah. And then I lost it again. And then she picks up this bar and then hits this one guy. And then she throws it on these two other guys. So you're telling me this railing that is heavy enough to crush two grown men, you're able to lift?
Yep. She's got the ninja in her, bro.
Not yet! Oh, wait, maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. I felt the wave of anger, but I knew it would pass.
Oh, I need a nap.
The vapors.
But... yeah, I mean the whole thing, and then the cop finally shows up.
Yeah. Yep.
And
And every time she'd meet a cop, it's like, hi, I want to introduce you to cop A, and then flashback.
Yeah.
Oh, you shot me like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you later. You think they'd realize every time this woman's introduced to somebody,
Yeah,
they're
they end
dead?
up dying. Yeah.
so the girl, so then like the cop offers to give her a ride home.
Yeah.
And
Pretty sure the seats in his convertible have like shag carpeting.
yes, they do.
Which I enjoyed the part where she kept on being like, no,
You're a cop. Yeah, right.
And then he's just like, you know what? You don't like it? Get out.
Yeah.
Opens the door, and then she sits there just like, ooh, you're a bad boy.
I like your moxie.
I like it. It's
Right.
like, oh my God.
I couldn't believe how
It was
easily
great.
she just turned on a dime.
Right, exactly. But it's because he's a cop. He enforces the law. He's good. And then she's like, oh, he's a bad boy. I have to date him now.
The music that is just playing in this movie, because then like,
Oh, yeah.
when they go back to her apartment, the music that's playing there.
It's so 80s cliche
Yeah.
music.
Yep.
It's I love it so much.
Yeah. And then the V8 scene happens.
The V8 scene, and then it's kind of, isn't it like for a not super long, but it's just kind of that like her killing the cops then.
Well, so this is
until she goes to get help.
this is
with
the
guy.
first scene though, because like it's showing them both in bed, like just sleeping post coitus.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that's where we see the sword.
That's right. Yeah. There's a lot of like mysticism, like the sword, like the light, the closet opens up, a sword floats out, and she's like, ninja me. And so, So she goes and kills one guy with a pool table. But he had a pretty sweet Miller.
That was the most. That was like the least graceful fight I've ever seen in cinema.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Once again, crushes a pool ball.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Well, and that's what really stopped him.
Yes.
It's like he had a gun and all that stuff, but the once the pool ball, and then so it looked like she like only kind of like cut his cheek, threw him through a window, and he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean,
And
that
I
window
think,
must have been made of steel.
And I think actually before she killed that cop, because like every time before she goes and kills, it shows like her being taken over.
Yeah,
And I think before that time, it's where it shows the lasers coming out of the arcade.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, and her eyes. Oh man, that was so
'cause
great.
In my notes, I wrote down, so she gets possessed by a ninja and an arcade machine.
Yeah. Well, I was like, if it didn't sell you, at the beginning, that part should sell you on this movie. Just how ridiculous it was. So good.
So essentially every time she sees a cop that killed the ninja, it flashes back to that same scene.
Yeah, in the
where
beginning.
like the ninja's like, whoa, and then it shows a different cop like,
Yeah. And I'm just like, well, of course they're doing their job.
yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it goes to the one cop with the skeeziest fucking mustache.
Yep.
And he's walking out with the two ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he's a cop. And he's walking out with two ladies like they just came out of prison for prostitution. He's like, let's go, girls. I know I booked you both. Have some fun.
So they go to this like spa place.
Yeah. Go ahead. You might say, I don't know if you will.
So
Go
the
ahead.
ADR that is happening in that scene. So like, Ninja Girl, she like, knocks on the door and they're like, oh, who could that be? Oh, it must be towels. And then, the ADR, who could this be? This is crazy. We are having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels good. Oh, we've been having fun.
What kind of place is this?
Right.
What the hell kind of place is this?
Right.
That line got me. What kind of place is
Yes.
this? See, I thought they were gonna like when they showed her, they started from like her like legs and moved up.
I thought she'd be naked.
I thought at least she would have her bottom, like a bottom bikini on.
Right.
But the top, no top. But she had the one piece. I was
piece.
like,
Yeah.
well, because with these movies you expect.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised.
Because when they first go back to her apartment and she's like getting changed and she
Yeah.
just has the bottom, he's like, I like your pajamas. And I'm
yeah. Yeah, well, because she comes out with the top,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she like has, and then she all sees her back.
Yeah.
Ooh, exposed back.
scandalous.
Yeah.
What?
know.
Mr. Bean?
Yeah. So she ends up killing the cop in the pool and the two women that are with like poison, and it's really
Yeah.
And then that one, so the last woman that gets killed with the wire on her neck,
Right. Yeah.
Then she flops around like crazy in the hot tub,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden she just dips her head underwater. Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just right away.
Yep.
Yeah, and then so it's a lot of they're realizing that she's realizing something's wrong.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
losing time.
She's coming back with bruises and stuff like that. And, she
and
doesn't
he's
know.
like, what do you mean you don't remember?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I know a guy. Oh. And then,
So while he's like doing essentially an exorcism on this girl,
Yeah.
all of a sudden that's where we see this crazy makeup where like
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
like almost like a white face,
Yes.
and then she's like, oh,
Yeah.
like she's like doing like this like like Japanese impression
like
thing.
she's gonna sell you a mogwai or something.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do not feed it after midnight. Tum Tum.
Yeah, Barney. I forget their name. I don't know their names.
I think I've seen Three Ninjas and Three Ninjas Kick Back probably 100 times each because my sister was fucking obsessed with
I
those
loved that movie
movies.
when I was younger.
We would go to Ken's World of Video. I would rent the Sega Genesis and a video game, and she would rent Three Ninjas every single time. I've seen that movie.
Wouldn't your parents put like a stop to that? Like it's
it was after my parents were divorced, so my dad was like, whatever you want to get. So
Hey, you think they just buy it after renting it for like the third time?
best thing though is one time when I rented the Sega system, it came in a case, both
Yeah.
controllers.
You can rent the system?
Yeah, fuck yeah. So I
Blockbuster had
rented
that. You could like rent a console.
I rented it. We went on a Friday and then we turned it on Sunday. So we go back to Star Video in like Bensonville.
Right.
And we go back, closed down, done. I got a free Sega.
Nice.
Yeah. Dummy put the games in, not thinking.
Oh, idiot.
Yeah, well, yeah, dumb 10-year-old Brandon, but I was like, oh, well, here you go, yeah, but yeah, so I got a free Sega out of it. It was awesome.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? It had the case, it came with everything, everything.
You're all about this case.
Dude, it's a Sega on it.
No.
Yeah, more like that, actually, yes.
Blades of Steel.
Oh, what a Fatal Fury. I used to play on that all the time.
What was the
The
Sonic
mini
Pinball.
Genesis came out recently.
Oh, like they made the mini Nintendo. Oh, wow, yeah, wow.
The one where you could choose from three guys. There was Hagar.
Fatal Fury, I
Yeah.
believe.
Is that Fatal Fury?
Or
Final Fight.
Final Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Final Fight.
There was a place in Brookfield that we would always go do. Bambinos.
Galloping Ghost.
Bambinos. It was a hot dog place.
Oh.
Oh, that's where I saw my first guy with a nyum, nyum, nyum thing. Fucking freaked me out,
Dude.
dude.
Did he drink V8? From
Understandable.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting it. It happens.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
plus I'm like fucking 9 or 10 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But they had a.
Kane.
This is way before that.
Yeah.
They had a Final Fight arcade, and then they had a pinball machine. And there was this old crotchety lady that would always play pinball, and then she yelled at you for leaning on the machine. I remember that.
That sounds about right.
Please don't lean on the machine. Can you imagine being that place in your life where like you got this big winter jacket on?
It's like,
and all you can do is fucking yell at kids.
it's like
under the age
what
of
led
9.
you to that?
Right.
Like, what did you like? What decisions in your life led you to that be that person?
Yeah, and it wasn't like we were at a bar. Like it was a hot dog place.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you don't have money on it. It's just like, cool, you're going to get the top score. You don't get shit. You might get an extra ball.
Yeah.
But like, just like,
I remember going to Tree Guys Pizza in Itasca.
Tree?
That's actually, yes, they're actually called Tree Guys Pizza. And it's in Itasca. And remember that on the game Off Road? Where you actually have the wheel?
Yes.
I was there for an hour playing Off Road with $1.25.
Oh.
Damn.
It's about, I could never do it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I remember the pizza was done, and I'm still, my dad, to his credit, finish. Play as long as you can.
That's my boy.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
my boy.
Exactly. He was, dude.
What's that from? I feel like that's from something we watched recently.
Oh man.
I don't know.
That's also Chris Weidman's dad.
Yeah, true.
Like that's one of the highlights of my life.
He's gonna
is
do it.
becoming in first place in off road,
Brandon's
like
getting all
over and
sweaty.
over again. It was awesome. Oh man, I was so happy. It's a good memory.
Yeah.
Proud of myself. Car right.
So when this whole exorcism's happening, all of a sudden she starts spinning in circles.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy
Dude,
looking.
I got up and walked away because I was dying.
Oh,
When that happened, I'm like, pause. I need a minute. I just need a minute to get compose myself because it was basically just a doll on like the spin thing. And it was like you said, just going like that, and then it would just stop, and then it was her.
Yeah.
Oh man, it killed me.
yeah.
Well, then that's when the shaman's like, this is it's a demon that knows the 7 chakras of blah blah blah. With he's a ninja, and all that. The only way to defeat him is to go to Japan. And
A ninja has to kill a ninja.
It was either like the ninja, or there's a temple in Japan that can go to exercise it. There was only 2 ways. Exactly, you gotta go get swole. So I was like, I don't want to get swole, is what she said. So ends up being. A guy from Japan comes.
Yeah.
Now you see this guy throughout, probably after the golf course, maybe.
Right.
As an eye patch.
Right.
And he's, at first I didn't know if he was on his side, he was against him. You don't really know.
Right.
And then these 3 other Japanese guys meet him at the airport when he flies in. They're like, "Oh, we have bad news," and I thought it was because he's dead. Like, oh, our it didn't work. He died. That's the bad news.
Yeah.
Bad news was he died, and we don't know where he is now.
Yes.
It seemed like. Well, this Japanese guy with the eye patch ends being in the same locations where these people get killed.
Yeah.
And he's putting the pieces together and finally finds out, it's this chick.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? Who tells him? Does he tell the cop, hey, have her meet me here? Remember when he's like, he gets arrested? He's fighting the actual ninja.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lets the ninja go. But he comes out and the cops arrest him.
They're fighting in the abandoned house.
Yeah.
And then and then he lets him get arrested.
Well, because he's like, it's almost like he didn't want the cops to get him. So he's like, he almost was like, kind of like, okay, get out the back. Like they were almost, because that's what I still thought they might have been working kind of together a bit. Like, oh, let's work together to get the cops. But it turns out, the guy with the eye patch comes out, the cops arrest him. Is like, oh, he's an Asian dude. It must have been him. And then throw him in the back, and then
and then he's riding in the car.
Comes in.
So there's two cops in the back with him in the middle, and then 2 more cops in the
Well, no. First he talks to the boyfriend. Remember, the boyfriend? He's like, let me talk to him. And he's like, I've been waiting for you to come talk to me.
Yeah.
And he's like, your girlfriend or she needs to see me, come to this temple with the sword, and I'll make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, sure it'll work. He's like, I don't know. And then That's when he's like, okay. So he gets out, and then it'd be the two cops in the front, him in the back, the eye patch, and then the cop in the back.
And he takes out all of them except for the driver. And then the driver looks back. He's like, they are sleeping.
Yeah. Oh, they are just sleeping.
Which makes me think of the Cops episode where there's an episode where, like, I guess there was like a disturbance or something like that. Or like this guy was like, they thought he was like stealing something. So like they like break into this guy's apartment. This is a real episode. And this black guy, he's like halfway out the window and they're like, freeze. He's like, oh, sleeping. Fucking awesome. And then I can't beat those old episodes.
Dude, I think if I was ever going to go down for anything, which I've never done anything to go down for, but I'd want to be a cops thing because I would want to try to do something stupid and ridiculous just to be like that, you know? It's like, hey, yeah.
How come?
Imagine if you were like, hey, my buddy Bram.
How come whenever it was like a too hot for TV thing, it was always like a midget?
Yes. Yeah. Or somebody like all they were wearing were like a strip of cloth. And that was it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like too hot for TV.
Yeah.
It's like a little midget like running down the biggest strip. It's like, what? Too hot for
it's
TV.
kind of too hot, yeah.
It's 100 degrees out. Too hot for TV. And then so later it goes to that temple where
before the temple, the guy introduces the girlfriend to those two cops, to Dam and the other guy. Excuse me. Remember, he was like, "Oh, this is blah blah blah. Dam. This is Dam, and this is the other cop."
Yes.
Well, then do the funeral,
Yes.
and she's in a tree with a bow and arrow.
Yep.
During a police funeral,
Yes.
she starts letting loose bow and arrow.
Yes.
And she kills the two guys.
Yes.
And that one, the damn cop is like, "Give me a gun. Who's got a gun? Give me a gun." And they're just shooting
randomly
in the air. Not even towards the trees, in the air.
Yes.
I'm just like, I don't understand even what's going on anymore.
Right. Yeah. Because I remember hearing pew 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 pew. And I'm like, where are they even? Where are they even firing?
Yeah. And then it was like, the makeup and stuff for the arrows in the people, like they showed an arrow through like the neck of somebody. It was great. I think like that was awesome. They did a really good job at that. Well, for a B movie, like you don't expect that, and it was really good. Yeah. So that all happens. She kills those two cops, and I think that's really when it comes to play, where it's like, okay, bring her to the thing, and then that's when he actually pulls his gun on her. Where she's just herself. She's not the ninja. Yeah. And she's like, put these handcuffs on. I don't trust you. I'm scared. And then she turns into the ninja. Yeah. And chops them.
Yes. And there's the random jungle gym in the temple.
Yep.
Yes. That's right.
And then somehow it like leads outside and Eye Patch is chasing the ninja who had died,
which by the way, Eye Patch, the reason he's chasing. We didn't bring this up. The reason he's chasing this ninja or this ghost ninja is because he killed his master or something.
And that's why I thought the movies maybe had been connected.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, but no, I guess not. So Eye Patch was actually, when he had both eyes, he was tied up, arms like tied to trees. And the master was dead, and then bad ninja threw a star into his eye. So to me, like, he didn't die though. He just lost an eye. Which, how he got out of those handcuffs? No, the dart. Remember when he was in the back seat handcuffed, and he shot the dart, and the cop asked him to make him sleep. It was in his eye. Remember that? He pulled the dart out of his eye. And shot. Yeah, he's like, oh, they're sleeping. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I want to fast forward.
Yeah,
to that final scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're there now.
So, my favorite scene out of that whole my favorite thing about that whole scene is when he starts spinning.
Yeah. Yes. He turns into like a drill.
Yes.
So the bad ninja spins into the ground and then
breaks the earth,
causes an earthquake.
Yeah.
And then what? Does he like?
He's not dead though, because he's just like on like a cliff ledge or something.
Did you notice? So when Eye Patch is Eye Patch is realizing that the Earth's gonna split. So he takes his rope and hook and he hooks a tree.
Yes.
And once it's hooked, the Earth splits and he falls in. It only split like 5 feet.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you notice, the bad ninja that's down there is standing on a rock, and is grabbing him. It's not like he's holding on
Yeah.
to the good ninja with the eye patch.
Right.
He's not holding on to the eye patch. If you look at his feet, he's on like a boulder they put there for him, so he can stand and try to get him. And then when good ninja stabs him in the top of the head with a dagger, he falls.
Yes.
Yeah, not far.
2 feet to the. It was so good.
Yes.
I was just so happy.
I feel like that'd be really hard to do.
Yeah.
Fucking stab a knife through a skull.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Like the top part of your skull.
Yeah. I will that.
That's all I have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, the ending, like half is kind of meh.
When what's her face, Christie? Is that her name?
Yeah.
When she was trying to stop the light and everything, and she turned on the music and starts dancing.
yeah.
Oh my gosh!
She's gonna dance
I'll
it
beat
away.
you with dance music.
Yes.
I was like, oh,
And then the sword just floats out and like chops the radio. Yeah, I like that.
That
was awesome.
But yeah, it was around the part where he was gonna bring her to the temple. That's when it kind of died down.
Right.
And it was kind of like, okay. It was just kind of like the finishing up of it. And there was a couple, like the through the ground, the drilling. There was things like that, but it wasn't as good as it was throughout it.
Yeah.
I'd say probably a good 80% was insane, beginning crazy. The last 20 was like, okay, finishing it up. Let's just get it done. So, yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was shot in 9 weeks.
Okay.
Pretty short.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Lucinda Dickey, who played Christie, only had a week to learn the martial arts movements, which completely caught her off guard. Not surprising.
It makes sense.
And the original ending of the film had Christie actually killing the black ninja instead of just stabbing him. She would have become a true ninja after gaining the knowledge of the black ninja. And this would have completed her character's transition from the beginning and middle of the film.
I like the way it ended.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the way it ended.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been okay, I guess, but I was perfectly fine with the way it ended. I'll say it again, the way it ended. Just say like 7 times, jeez.
Now that we've talked about it a bit, Bran, would you still recommend Ninja 3 The Domination?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I would. Good for solo watch if you want to laugh. Good for a group watch when you want to laugh. It's a good movie.
Brian?
Well, good bad movie.
Yes.
Still recommend?
Yeah, even though it does significantly slow down towards the end there. It's
it's
still
worth
there's still
it.
lots of really good.
Yeah.
Even just for that one fight scene outside in the alley.
If you just watch the golf stuff in the beginning,
the golf course.
It's so great. Kills like 50 people.
Yeah.
Gets shot 500 times. It's so good.
Christopher?
Yeah, I agree with everything that's been said.
Bran, Rainbow Berry Pie?
I'd say this is another 4. Another 4 for me. It was very good. It was very good.
Yeah.
The tartness was great, but it wasn't just tart, you know?
Yep.
It had like almost like a bite
spice.
behind it. Yeah. You were right with the cinnamon. It really was there. It was very good. Yeah, 4 definitely.
White Stout.
I liked it very much.
I'm going to say 3.75.
You too, huh, Animal?
3.75.
All right.
Christopher?
3.25?
It
was good.
Yeah.
That'll do it for this episode today. I don't know what we're doing next time.
Should we take a quick peek? Okay, well, you'll be surprised. Boom, boom. If you like Nick Cage and horrible great movies from the Cannon Group films, then like, comment, and subscribe for Nick Uncaged podcast.